Hello, everyone.
Oh wow.
Welcome to a very, very, very special
Oh
episode.
my god, you are not ready
You're
for
not
this
ready. You're not
episode.
ready. It's crazy. It's
Holy
wacky.
this movie, man. This movie,
We've
all I have to say is
we've
so
just
far,
had
it's
an
literally this
amazing
movie.
experience.
This
Yeah.
is actually like the best film I've seen in such a long time.
Honestly, yeah, it actually is. Like,
It's so good.
uh,
No,
yeah.
I mean, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, feel free to like and everything.
Get the
Post a
plug.
comment if you want
The
to, but
plug.
trust me, you're about to go off the wall with how good and actually how underrated this film is.
Yeah. So what? To explain what's happened, we pretty much just finished watching, the
The
2002
Transporter.
movie. Yeah, The Transporter with Jason Statham. Quite you know,
The God.
yeah,
The God,
exactly.
Jason
A
Statham.
very important person. But yeah, it's a Jason Statham movie. Um, basically about cars.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But not
there's a whole
all
plot and
about
stuff.
cars.
Not actually that much about cars, to be honest.
Yeah.
The cars kind of
It's
drop out in the like
yeah.
halfway. Uh,
It's really awesome though. It is really awesome.
is it
But
really awesome? Epic
oh,
is another word I use to describe
it's
it.
fucking epic. That's exactly it.
Swag, maybe.
True. Yes. Yes.
um,
Oh,
but no, yeah. Honestly, it's something else. This movie, the
yeah.
the way like Jason Statham's acting is insane.
Oh, it's amazing.
The way he portrays the character with such like sort of feeling,
Yeah.
and his
I
facial
mean,
expressions.
even lack of feeling.
Sometimes, yeah, when
Yeah.
appropriate. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
He's a rules man. He follows.
Yeah,
It's a very interesting character for the
yeah,
story,
it
and I
is. It
think it
is.
fits
You
it
see
like
him,
a
he goes
glove.
like by the books, and he doesn't go by the books, and it's all like, oh,
Yeah.
and yeah, his
You
facial
know.
expressions he can pull off. Some of them are
Yes.
some are
Oh, it's
insane.
crazy.
Some are
It's
insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
I mean, I I generally just loved the acting in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the co-star whose name I escapes me at the moment. I think she does a great job acting like a kidnapped woman.
Yeah.
Right
She's
at the right at the start,
really
she's great as
convincing at
that.
that.
Yeah. And I feel I really, really like the fact that all the actors that are not the two main characters look like creeps, like NCIS season 3 villain, where you have like the main villain, just like for lack of a better word, has like the most upsetting haircut, like almost the most upsetting haircut actually. 'Cause we'll get into the most upsetting haircut in this movie. Uh, and he just wears this ugly kind of 10th Doctor suit. Is the way I'd
Yeah, I
describe that.
describe it like that.
Yeah, and just generally, the entire kind of villains just kind of look like if the Joker went to a job interview and he couldn't wear the like weird purple suit, so he had to like go to a tailor, but because he's like crazy, he's just got this like weirdo, like messed up David Tennant cosplay, which actually I want to commend the writers and costume department on, because that kind of told me as a viewer that they were the bad guys, because they all look like villains from a Scooby Doo episode. And also, actually, they the main villain with that haircut actually looks like a villain from the film Money Plane. For those who have
Yeah.
seen that particular
A little bit.
amazing
Yeah.
movie, and he also has this weird inference where he sounds like Duke Nukem if Duke Nukem was a eunuch. Uh, and just generally, just the most. It's a very interesting character choice, is the way I'd describe it,
Yeah.
because
Yeah. No,
his
definitely.
his kind of main character trait is just being a creep, but without like
He's a right
any.
dodgy fella. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not like illegally creepy. He's just
He
kind of a
probably
creep.
is. Not in the
Like,
film he
I
isn't.
mean,
I wouldn't be
yeah, but like,
surprised.
I would not be surprised if he was like a full on illegal creep, but he just kind of like he's just kind of this really weird asexual like creep. Like he just kind of like in one of the scenes, like the girl's like bound up in like his basement. He just kind of stares at her and then he like leaves, and it's really. He just like, and again, it's like revealed why later, but he's just really fucking awkward when it comes to just generally, he just kind of sits like stilted next
Uh-oh.
to her in the car, like later on. He
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it's like he's kind of afraid of sex, but he's also obsessed with it.
yeah.
It's a really interesting character when you read into it.
Mm. No, all the
And I want to talk
characters.
about
Yeah.
her crime boss dad,
Yeah,
who
yeah, yeah.
whose haircut and this haircut
His haircut is whack. Like,
his haircut looks like he's like been irradiated and like his hair's
he looks like a feral ghoul.
like it just like he's got like the back half of the hair is fine. It looks like good. It's like a normal businessman haircut, but then the front looks like it's been shaved with shears, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So
When
it's
it
kind
goes
of
up
like
really
this.
high as well, it's like
Yeah, it's like he's tried to do a comb over, but his hair's not long enough. So the back, like, you ever seen that video where the guy's like, "Oh yeah, 20-pound haircut," and he just puts like a cup on his head and then makes like a bowl cut right at the front? That's kind of what they did with him.
mm, yeah.
And he's also just generally got like the same kind of pissed off slash scared expressions throughout the film. Just kind of yells. That's the
Yeah,
thing he
exactly.
does. Like, and also the motivations aren't really established, and I think
No,
that actually
I feel
adds
like
to
we
it.
miss quite a lot of the movie, don't we? Well, I mean, well, you don't.
Yeah,
We watched the whole thing, I think.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the movie just kind of doesn't explain some sort of
I
stuff,
think
I
it
think.
needed like half an hour of extra stuff right at the beginning to explain who the fuck like half these people are.
Yeah, the movie's only
Because
an hour and a half, right? Yeah.
yeah, it's only an hour and a half, but it manages to tell like an interesting story. But the problem is it's actually done such a good job making all the villains just so unbelievably weird that you hate them. That if they did it,
Yeah.
if they made them like regular kind of sleek
Like, fully
gangsters.
explained, yeah. It
Yeah,
wouldn't work,
if
I
they
don't
made them
think.
like sleek gangsters, it wouldn't work because it would just kind of seem like Jason Statham beating up of another version of Jason Statham.
Yeah, no, it'd be weird. I mean, Jason Statham's character... Actually, no, his character is, like, pretty fleshed out, isn't it? You learn you learn all his like, little
Yeah,
idiosyncrasies.
you learn
His
that when
Orangina
he was his
hyperfixation.
Orangina thing. Yeah, he throughout the film oddly just keeps buying Orangina
Yeah, like,
and
so much.
so
He's
much
always sipping
Orangina.
Orangina.
Yeah, and like you can think we're doing this for a gag and making it up, but genuinely, at least 1% of the film is scenes of Jason Statham at a vending machine buying Orangina.
Yeah, yeah, no, honestly.
He just loves the stuff. Like,
Yeah. Why does the
um,
film take place in France? I just realised that.
yeah,
Like,
I
just
don't
seems
actually
like
know.
random ass place. Yeah.
It is kind of, yeah. I mean, I think you should talk about his house.
Oh god, not his house. His house
The
is
the
so
house.
shit. It's like the
Yes.
inside has these like awful like moldy looking green walls.
Yeah.
And he has this weird like lift contraption to get up to his house.
Yeah, he's got like a fucking mine shaft under his house.
Yeah, his house has just like a hole in the bottom that goes into the ocean. And it's all full of like vents and shit.
Yeah.
It's super
it's like,
nicely organised though, to be fair.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty like
he's basically got like the Five Nights at Freddy's situation.
yeah, he does.
That's where he lives.
Yeah.
And
it's
it's
weird.
really just interesting because his house just looks like a Tarkovsky movie. Like he just lives in like the house from the beginning of Stalker, and it's really apparent when like the girl pretends to be his cook, and then also pretends to own like one of the most expensive cars at the time. It's just an it's awesome for car lovers because he
I
just
mean, it
drives
kind of
so
is.
many different
There's
cars.
like one scene where they're checking out the cars, and it's just like, right, done.
Yeah, he
There's
just
like
kind of
one scene
looks
where
at
he's
it.
like, "This is a 2006 BMW
It was
black
made in
car."
2002. How
Oh
the fuck would he have
no,
a
it has a, it
2006
has a, it
car?
has an '06 number plate though, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That can't be like 2006 though. It has to be like 1996 or
19
like
1906.
1906.
There's a
Yeah.
1906 BMW for the whole movie.
Yeah, he bought it at the World's Fair. That's the thing that we missed in the prologue is that he went to like the Chicago World's Fair in 1906. He's also no, he actually won it at the 1906 Olympics marathon where like they like half of the contestants fucking died or whatever. That's a podcast episode of its own.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah. Oh,
and
and also, um, wait, did you just say about the container that he just like didn't rescue?
yeah, oh no, I haven't. We'll get onto that.
Oh,
But
okay,
I
sorry.
think what we need to mention is the fact that he so much. He's got loads of stamina. It's 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 like you can tell how excited we've got like a structure set out, but we're just so fucking
We're not
scrambled from how
following it.
good this film
This
is.
film is insane. Like, you think like, oh, it's just gonna be some like shitty like action comedy Jason Statham thing,
Yeah,
but I mean, but it's actually like a quality movie. You know?
it's not even like a quality movie. I'd say it's like a good fucking movie.
Yeah, no, it's seriously like good. Yeah. Mm. Do you want to talk about
I
the costumes?
Oh, I would love to talk about
Yeah,
the
because they're
costumes.
interesting, aren't they? There's something, something to be
So,
said about that.
Jason Statham pretty much has in this film, and they kind of detail the points in the story. So right at the start, Jason's like obviously wearing a suit, he's wearing gloves, and it's basically just like the scenes that Edgar Wright clearly just stole for Baby Driver.
Yeah, like actually, as well. Like, I mean, well, not exactly. It's a car chase, but like,
And like he's
you
driving
like,
around and he's listening to like porn music, which is
yeah. And
like
the
the
weird thing
soundtrack
is
is
as
just
well,
porn music.
a lot of it isn't just like the movie soundtrack. Like, it's made clear that the music, like the character in the movie listens to in the car.
Yeah,
You know,
he's
like,
listening
he
to
chooses to listen to like this weird, like sort of lo-fi beats, kind of porn music stuff. And that's like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna put on.
It's music that like porn companies will put on while they're doing the like starring credits thing right at the start of the tapes. And it's just adds to the fact that this guy is clearly just the best human being alive, like in this universe.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the costumes reflect that because at the start he's just got a simple two-piece suit with a black tie, just simple kind of penguin style suit. And then
Yeah, well,
he
no.
moves on a little bit later to what I can only describe as like when you're yachting, but you're immediately after golf.
No.
That he's got these like
he has just like the shitty like NPC outfit with like
no, that's later.
Oh, is that later? No, is it?
That's
Oh,
later.
Yeah, it is.
No,
Sorry.
that's later. And he basically wears this like I think baby blue
polo
polo shirt
and top
that's
button done
like
up as well.
yeah, no, he
polo.
looks like a lifeguard like
and
with that.
He has pink
And then
trousers or something, or is it?
no, he has like blazing white trousers, like
Yeah.
void white trousers. And then he has
shoes.
the two-tone
Sorry, oh my God.
brown and white
Oh.
loafers
with the little buckles on them as well, and like
yeah, he's got like moccasin buckle.
Oh my God!
So it's genuinely like the person who designed it has to have been like some sort of like 50-year-old man for the first bit of this film. And then in kind of like the second half of the film, he starts to dress like a geography teacher, which is meant to be like the tactical outfit. But he's wearing like this semi-ill-fitting just green rag, for lack of a better term. It's a rag with like holes in it.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Rambo potato sack, but mixed with a t-shirt and like
super
green.
baggy, and
Yeah.
it's not
He looks homeless. That's what he looks homeless. And And then he's got like these really weird kind of dirty jeans. And after that, he's got like these hiking boots that just make him look like he's taking school children on a field trip to like
Yeah, they're like
Wales.
kind of well, they're kind of more like hiking shoes. They're like these shitty like
Yeah.
trainers, to be honest, right? Like they're like
Mm.
kind of hiking things. He has no
Like
drip.
they,
He
like he has no swag in this movie. And I think it adds to his character because his character just seems like he knows action.
What did he say, sorry? His character.
His character just knows nothing about social interaction,
Yeah, no, definitely.
like at all.
Yeah.
And I think that adds to the charm of it. But in terms of the other outfits, like I've already commented, the kind of main villain or like the vast Montenegro of this whole thing, to use a Far Cry 3 analogy, is kind of just like a cross between like a Walking Dead side villain
Yeah, yeah.
and David Tennant's Doctor. In
Yeah.
the he looks like just the worst human being alive. Like
Mm.
it's a real like good and bad black and white film. And then you have like her dad, who like the
He's usually
girl's
just
dad.
wearing a suit, right? Or is he? He's got the shit
He's just
haircut.
wearing this like he's got this shit haircut and a really weird ill-fitting suit. He just kind of looks like a child putting on his dad's clothes and then cutting his hair to look like his dad. Like
Hmm.
it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Is how
he's
I
just kind of
describe it.
weird. It's like, all right.
And all the thugs just look like a clone army of
Yeah, pretty
people
much.
who are incompetent.
I
They're
don't think
all
I can
just
remember
wearing
like a single one of their faces except the like fuck me eyes
the
guy.
Fu Manchu,
Yeah,
Manchu motherfucker.
that guy.
Who he's got like I said, like a Fu Manchu.
Yeah, like a
and
mustache. Yeah.
it feels racist. That's how I
It does, yeah, 'cause
describe
I
that dude. It
I don't
feels
really
racist.
remember, but I swear the actor's not even like Asian, is he?
He's like the pastiest motherfucker.
Yeah, but he
like,
just
in
has
the
this
movie.
mustache. Like, anyway.
He just has like this weird like racist Chinese mustache from like the 19th century.
Yeah, it's
And
weird.
it just feels like he's just got back from Comic-Con as the Daoguan Emperor or something. It's really weird. But apart from that guy signing unfair treaties with Britain, he's the fighting is very fun. I think I'll hand it over to you about
The fighting is actually like sick. Like it's sort of there's a lot of like variety in the moves they use. It's not like sort of like you know like John Wick sometimes is sometimes just the same thing again and again and again in each fight. But this one, you know, there's kind of like a good flow between loads of different moves and good use of sort of like I guess like set props and stuff. There's a scene in
very
like
environmental.
A bus.
Yeah, they kept pulling out pipes as well out of like nowhere.
Yeah,
like the French buses just have pipes in them.
French
or
buses
something.
are literally falling apart, and you can use them as weapons. But no, yeah, the scene in the bus depot at one point they spill like oil over the floor, and there's a cool little like slippery oil fight. The whole film's kind of a banger, to be honest. And
it's honestly just watch it. Like we don't care
even
how.
the non-fighting scenes, good action in them. Like the car chase scenes are obviously good.
Oh yeah, like
yeah,
if you're looking to this movie, you will not be disappointed.
No, you won't. And yeah, there's what land, sky, sea. I guess you know every dimension is utilized in this movie.
Yeah, there's no real like loose space in this. There's never a scene where it's like, okay, you could have cut this out. In fact, there's times where you're like, I wish they would add a scene on so I can know what was happening.
Yeah. He's surprisingly he's weird because he sort of tries to be non-lethal, but he doesn't seem to mind killing people.
Yeah.
You know, he's sort of like when it gets to that, like he has the option to do it, he leaves them alive, but he doesn't. It's not like he's doing it because he doesn't want to kill anyone in the way. Because other times he's just like, yeah, fuck this guy, or like I'm gonna.
I think he's going
car.
for the neutral ending.
Yeah, right.
Is what's happening.
Like if there's a bit if there's a bit where he's got someone like with a knife or like he's about to like throw them off something, he's like, no, they're good. But then as soon as you know, like 2 scenes later, he's like, fuck this dude, I hate them.
He just has him like shot 50 times.
Yeah, or something.
And then like an oil barrel thrown on him.
Yeah.
Then he like gives him a kiss for like air, which was really
that
badly framed.
Yeah.
That was badly framed because it's just like There's just like this barrel of oil burning in the sea, and there's just Jason Statham necking off with the racist
The
Fu
Fu Manchu
Manchu
guy,
guy.
yeah. Yeah, no, it catches you off guard a bit, but
I
good
think it
good
adds to
fights.
it though.
Yeah.
Keeps you on your toes.
Hmm. What else? I mean, all of the other actors play a pretty good role. Uh,
Oh yeah. No. Despite the visual aspect of it,
mm,
even like the bad acting, it feels
yeah,
fun.
it kind of fits. Like, it's kind of good. It works.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of ridiculous sometimes with the tension. But I think that adds to it again because it is kind of super over the top, and that just makes the film better for me. Like the weird practical effects sometimes, the fact that the missiles are the funniest like
Oh, yeah, when
scene.
at one
Like
point he gets his house, they
I
find out where
literally
he
I was
lives.
howling. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah. They blow up
they shoot
they
up his
blow up
house
the
first, and then they have these like crazy, like super, like guided missiles that are like, it's like something out of, it's like the ones from like Fortnite or something, right? Like they're completely
like a homing
controllable,
missile.
and yeah, they're homing missiles, and the missiles themselves move at like walking pace,
Yeah,
right? And
which
like,
makes you wonder, like, one, how much money is there in China,
yeah,
and two, how the shit are these missiles?
no, it's crazy though. Yeah, because they go at this like super slow speed and they turn like on
Yeah,
a dime basically,
yeah.
and they have like two of
And
them.
Jason has time to like leave his house
Well, he
as they
goes down his
fire.
mine shaft, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's also got like a lighthouse thing right at the
Oh yeah, he
top,
has a little
which
observatory.
like like the house just looks like a Fallout 4 like boss level kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
thing.
Oh my god, it's such a
Like it just
meme.
looks weird. It's like half brutalist, half like lighthouse, half like lighthouse and mine shaft. Basically, he just lives in like the weirdest area possible, and then he also just has like a bunch of boxes everywhere with like
Yeah.
pictures of him in helicopters and with like monkeys
Oh
and
yeah, he's a
shit.
war vet, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
he's just kind of like they
Oh
just
my
kind
god,
of throw that in.
that reminds me. The inspector, the like detective
Oh my
guy.
god,
We didn't
this.
even talk about him, did we? He's
Oh,
so
we have to.
incompetent. He's so shit.
He's genuinely like he's meant to be like oh like at the end he goes oh I underestimated you but then like the scene a couple scenes beforehand like the last scene he was in he just goes you're the only man for the job and it's like fucking get your story
I
straight.
know, right? And earlier, like, Jason tells him like some super like obvious lies, and he's like, "All right, whatever." Probably
Yeah,
not from.
it's it's just kind of like also he just lets him be taken hostage by Jason to get out of the police
Yeah, I
station.
swear he
But
could have got
Jason
out of
could have
there.
just worn a hat. Like he
Yeah,
could have just worn a hat and left. Like nobody was aware of Jason's presence in the station.
the whole
So it's just
plot's a bit
completely
weird.
useless.
Yeah, like
It's
the
I
sort
think
of
it adds to it.
no, it does, but basically at the end it comes down to he's got to like rescue these like
Spoiler warning.
yeah. Well, okay. I mean, I think if
Yeah,
you're this far in,
spoiler film.
like,
Yeah.
but yeah, okay, fair
Just
enough.
watch it, bro.
Spoiler
Trust me.
warning. Um, he's got like the bad guys are basically so like they have these containers full of like people that they're smuggling into France or something. I don't quite know, but
Yeah, I think so.
we're
That's what.
shown them loading up two containers onto the trucks, and they start
Yeah.
driving them down a motorway for the sort of like final chase. Um, and there's a whole big action scene, pretty good. He like really quickly parachutes in, and yeah, loads of fighting and stuff, good stuff. And then he gets one of the trucks and leaves, and then the other truck. I don't know what happened to it, but I think it just keeps going. But he leaves with one
Yeah.
of the trucks, and like happy music starts playing, and it's all like, oh, he did it. But like
Yeah.
there's this other container, presumably full of like 150, like
Chinese
yeah,
people.
Chinese people, just they've still got it. They're just going off with it, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
they just gotten away with like half the.
yeah,
I
right.
mean,
He saved like half of them and
it,
was like, good enough.
yeah, yeah, no shit. The fucking guy like underestimated him. If Jason's standard for like saving someone is like half.
I know, right?
Like, imagine if he saved like half the girl.
Yeah.
Like instead of like like he just brings like the top half of it brings like the right half of that girl like back to the safety.
Yeah, and the
Uh,
fucking inspector's like, oh, I underestimated you. Good job.
yeah, I respect you, Jason. Good job. Like bringing me this like half of a Chinese woman.
You saved the day, eh? The
Yeah,
transporter. I can't believe there's
the
two
transport.
more of these movies.
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
I don't know like why.
Yeah, like
I can't
how?
really
What happens?
I can't really see like, it could possibly else happen
Yeah,
in
I know.
this. It would be interesting to see, I guess, but
No, I mean I'll see it at some point, but I just sort of
I
I
want to,
finished watching that movie and I'm kind of like I'm done. You know, I've got all
yeah, like
the
that's
stuff I
enough
need.
Statham, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's not to say like, it's bad. Again, we don't want to say it's bad because it is just genuinely good, fun film, and we do like love it. It's really good.
yeah,
But it's also just kind of like a very standalone film, is how I describe it. It's kind of,
yeah. Right. I wouldn't
yeah,
after watching it. I wouldn't be like, oh, this needs a sequel. I'm kind of like,
yeah,
yeah,
I
that's that
I
whole
must know
story
what
like
happened.
concluded and good.
Yeah,
You know.
like I can't really imagine why why they would need to.
Well, I can't
Like
imagine what
the
would happen in it. I guess right because do you
yeah,
just like
no,
does he just like do you carry
just
over any characters right or do
does
you
he
just
just I
just Jason
I guess
Statham?
it's just more of the marvelous adventures of a guy who can drive really.
Yeah, but is the girl still there or is she just
I
gone?
I don't know. I think she just like
Because
she's kind of like an interesting character. Don't
yeah, no,
flesh her out.
she's and I guess she's got like she can do like hacking or something, right? Like she has some
Yeah,
useful
I mean
skills.
she logs into a computer.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what she does.
I guess that's
She
not
just
exactly hacking, but yeah,
no, she just uses Google Play like on a computer, and that's like the hacking, and it's genuinely the one of the funniest scenes like
it's actually yeah, it's a good scene. Okay, well,
ever.
yeah, because that's the thing. I feel like they would just like not, just be like, okay, well, it's still Jason Statham, but he's just doing shit now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's Jason Statham, but
Yeah,
it's
but
like in a
different
different place
place,
because
Italy or
his
something.
fucking
Not
Minecraft
Monaco.
house got blown up.
It did. It's such a Minecraft house, so square.
It's literally like a block. He lives in a concrete.
Guys,
That's a
just Google the Transporter
transporter.
2002 house and you'll see what we
Yeah.
mean.
Better yet. Actually, no, I can't encourage that. But yeah, when we hit 10 million subscribers, we will purchase the transporter house, and we will absolutely record all future episodes in there
In the
in that
house.
mine shaft.
Yeah, we will
In the mine
drive
shaft.
like he does at the start of the film to get to that
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, we'll drive. We'll get one of those like driving like lessons cars with two wheels, and
Yeah.
we will synchronize drive to the synchronized drive to the trans house.
Yeah,
Uh,
what a great
what a
episode.
fucking epic movie.
So good.
So epic. Uh, I think like the best thing I can say is just watch this as soon as possible.
Honestly,
Like,
I mean, I'm not encouraging you to do anything, to get this movie. I think it's on Amazon Prime, right? You could
yeah,
maybe get it there, I don't know. But you should watch this movie.
buy the DVD.
Buy
Buy
the
all the
DVD.
DVDs.
Buy the
Buy all the
VHS of this
DVDs.
movie.
Like, burn this onto a cassette. Listen to it.
Listen to this movie on the cassette and build a pictogram to view it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make draw like a flipperama of every scene in this movie, and then just do that while listening to the cassette.
Go to Google Images and get each frame of this movie, and then, yeah, print them off and make a flipperama.
Make
Trust me,
like
you'll
one of
enjoy it.
those like boards that they have in investigation movies with like red like thread going to
Make
all
a
the different scenes.
storyboard this movie as if you were about to animate it. And then play
Animate
the
this
audio.
movie in full. Animate this movie in full.
Yeah. And then watch it with the audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Um,
Don't change the audio.
No, keep
just
the audio
animate.
the same, but just independently animate this movie.
Animate it like they animated like that Keanu Reeves movie, Drugs. I think it's called like A Scanner Darkly. I think.
Mate, I've no clue what that is. Uh,
Google it.
I will. I will. But yeah, that's this episode of Jason
Like and
Statham Faithful.
subscribe and watch this
Like and subscribe.
movie.
Watch.
Watch this
Don't watch
movie.
the remake of the Transporter. Watch the 2002 one with Jason. If I catch
Yeah.
any of you watching the 2015 or whatever it is, new one.
2000. I think it's like 2008.
Oh
think.
god. Okay. Well, either way,
It's so
if you're
old.
watching the new one, don't get off that.
Yeah, don't watch the new one. If this video gets like 1 million views, the next episode will be us watching the new one.
Share
But
this to your friends. Make us watch the new one. Send this
share
around
this
to
to your
everyone.
share this to your friends,
Share this to
family,
your
and
mum.
local government
Yeah.
officials.
Don't-
please
Avoid the government officials.
spread the word.
So,
Spread
yeah,
the
Spread
word.
the word. But
Send this
thank
to your
you.
city council. Send this to Kamala. Send this to
Yes.
Kamala Harris.
Oh, please send this to Joe Biden. I send this to Obama. I reckon Obama would like
Send
this.
this to Obama. You'll put this podcast on his like
Obama,
year-end
if you're
list.
listening,
We-
hi.
We liked that. Yeah, Obama, if you're listening, I like that thing you did where you threatened the Jonah with
Oh,
drone
Joe-
strikes. And because your daughters liked them. That was the most epic thing a president has ever done since
Hey,
Watergate.
shout out to
We
Obama.
want to thank you for that.
Shout out to, yeah, just Obama and Joe Biden, really.
Shout out to the Democratic Party establishment.
Honestly, yeah, rep it. Anyway, goodbye. Happy holidays,
Bye.
I guess. I think
Happy
this will be up
holidays.
then. Yeah. It should be
Oh, so epic.
so epic. Goodbye, everyone.
So epic.